Happy Tuesday. I hope it's a happy Tuesday. It's getting pretty nice out, certainly better than yesterday. I'm just going to do a quick live update for you. We are starting to see many of our clients get the PPP loan funds in their bank accounts, as well as the EIDL seems to be coming through this week as well. So that's exciting. I think a lot of us were kind of wondering if this was really going to happen. It is. We're seeing it several every day now kind of coming in. It's looking good. So this is what I wanted to put out there. It's really important, especially if you're interested at all in the loan forgiveness, which I hope you would be, and keeping this money kind of separated and really tracked. So one simple way to do that, well, first of all, if your bank account is completely empty and this money comes in, it's the only money in there, then you're probably all set. But if you already kind of have money and things going on in your bank account, then you want to keep this a separate account. So super easy, online, over email or the phone, your bank should be able to open up a separate linked checking account for you, or a savings account, either way. And then you'd put this, transfer this PPP funds, for example, into that account. And what we're recommending is, as far as we understand how the forgiveness is going to work, is from the very day those funds are deposited into your account, that starts the 8-week clock. And you have 8 weeks of payroll to get in there for the forgiveness, is how we understand it. So what we would definitely recommend is every time you run a payroll, you then find out what that whole payroll sweep is, right? And your payroll sweep would be your wages, your taxes, your fees, and then you transfer exactly that amount of money over to your operating account or whatever account you use for your payroll to come out of. So that's where you're tracking it, right? So now you have a separate account with all the loan funds, the PPP money in there, and then every time you go to use it for payroll, rent, or utilities, you transfer that exact amount over to the account that you're currently using to pay those bills out of. It's very simple. Sometimes on a transfer, it has a memo, and you can even put, payroll dated April 15th or whatever it is. So that way you have the exact amount of money that was used from those PPP funds for payroll, and it needs to be 75% of that needs to be for payroll. And then the other 25% can be for rent, utilities, your health insurance bill if you don't consider that part of payroll. So then just track that. So come May 1st, or if you haven't paid your April rent yet, make a transfer over. Whatever your rent is, transfer that exact amount over, then write your check out. So now you know how you paid that and covered it. I think that'll be, right now, I think that's the easiest way to be able to really account for and track what those PP funds were used for in your business. So when that day comes, when they're looking for the forgiveness of the loan, and I don't know what that looks like yet. I don't know if anyone knows what that will look like when you have to apply, I'm assuming, for the forgiveness. It'll be very, very easy to track via bank statements of where the money went and what it was used for. So that's really it. The same thing can be done for the EIDL loan. The $10,000 advance, I believe, is also still available to be turned into a grant, so not owed back. It just cannot be used for the exact same things that you already used the PPP funds for. So I would do the same thing. You could put that 10 grand also in that new account you open, or even open up the third one if you want to keep it super streamlined. But open up that, know that you have that money in there, and then when you use it to pay for your other operating expenses, whatever those are, those could be toward cost of goods sold vendor bills. They could be toward your marketing. You could be toward, I don't know. I mean, every business has different bills, right? But as soon as you go to pay that bill and you want to have that $10,000 grant or up to $10,000 grant, move that over, track it, put a memo, this is what I used it for. So when the day comes that you apply for that grant or for forgiveness, it should be all just laid out in bank statement form, as well as, of course, I hope in your QuickBooks as well. And if you need any assistance or have any further questions about the funding that hopefully everybody has applied for by now, so that's the EIDL, which is the SBA Disaster Loan Program. Get it through sba.gov. Everyone should have definitely applied for that by now. If you didn't, please do. The PPP is through your local bank. Every single bank knows what that is by now, so you can just ask your local banker about that. Get that filled out, and the money's coming in, so it's exciting. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.